What's going on, Raiders? Doolum here, and today we're going to be talking all about Prism Shards because that is the hot topic right now, especially because Newt is going to be the featured headline champion in this pool. So I wanted to talk about if these Prism Shards were going to be worth it. Obviously, Newt is extremely worth it. We talked about that in one of my previous videos. But I also wanted to talk about some of the other champions that are available here, especially when it comes to the epics, because that's going to be something that you're going to be getting a lot of unless you are close to the Mercy. So if you're ready, let's get into it. But first, make sure you're clicking that download link or scanning the QR code to get Karato Fox Hunter. The second you start the game, an amazing legendary nuker. At level 10, you're going to be getting Tagore, an amazing epic support character. At level 20, you're going to be getting Fane, who's got some incredible turn meter steal, as well as some pretty crazy damage. And then at level 30, you're going to be getting Vergus, who's a defense-based champion, to help keep your other characters alive. And then, this is super important, day number 1 within the first 24 hours of making your Raid Shadow Legends account, type in promo code Monkey King to get Sun Wukong, one of the best free legendaries they have ever given. And if you're on iOS, make sure you're clicking a different link in the description to type in any promo codes. All right, swapping over to the other side so we can talk about all of these characters here. So we do have the same kind of thing that we've always had regarding Prism Shards, right? So we're going to have 12 epics. We're going to have 8 legendaries, and then 1 headline champion legendary. So you saw I talked about Newt, and Newt is absolutely insane. He is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best legendaries in the game. Like, this is an absolute account changer. All of his damage is based off of defense as well, so defense percent is really big on him. He also has a pretty nuts passive here when counterattacking deals 100% damage instead of 75%. Just his general damage is absolutely amazing. He decreases the defense of enemies as well, especially really good in Clan Boss. He's got multi-hitters for Fire Knight on his A1 and his A3. He's just got so much amazing goodness here. He also, each hit heals by 30% of this champion, of the damage dealt as well. So he's got built-in lifesteal. He's got everything you need in a champion. He is absolutely insane. Someone I do not have yet, but definitely want for sure. Let's go through the line here. Freya, very good as well, honestly. Freya is very good, attacks all enemies, places a provoke. So a AoE provoke is really nice. That does get buffed up to a 40% chance as well, 45% with sniper, obviously. Activates the skill when a shield buff is placed by this champion, is removed by damage, and occurs once per turn. That's also really big as well. So we got a lot of shields going out from this. Places a 60% increase defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. Also places a shield buff on allies for 2 turns. Really good. She is also going to be very good with Titus Black Plume as well, because she's got a full team shield as well. So that is really big, and that is awesome for Titus Black Plume because he just shines when he has shields on him. Then removes all debuffs from all allies and places a block debuffs buff on them for 2 turns. Also fills the turn meter of all allies by 20%. Absolutely insane. Filling turn meter, block buff, debuff, a full team cleanse as well. Amazing. And then you got the passive here. Increases this champion's defense by 5% each time an ally inflicts a critical hit, which that's going to stack up to 50% pretty quickly, especially in things like Clan Boss and everything like that. The active effect prevents the death of an ally with the highest crit damage, except this champion, and keeps them alive at 1 HP when hit with a fatal hit. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, this effect will only activate once. Then heals that ally by 25% of the max HP and activates an instant turn effect on them. So if somebody's about to die, then guess what? They're being saved. Instant turn, lifesteal getting brought back up, and the aura is ally defense in all battles. So Freya, really good. Absolutely amazing. Really strong character here. That was clicking on Newt, my bad. So we got Vault Keeper Wixwell. Another absolutely insane character. If you watch my live arena video from Wednesday, you saw him pretty much solo my entire team. He's got Provoke, a two hitter on the A1 for a Provoke, which is really, really good. If this target has a boss, the chance increases to 80% as well, which gets buffed up to 100% chance. Absolutely insane. The A2 attacks all enemies, has a 100% chance when booked of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. Also increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. Really, really insane there. Then increases the value of all shields on all allies. The value of each shield is increased proportional to the number of buffs which were increased. Then the A3 places a 2 intercept stack, as well as places increased defense and a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns. The value of the shield is proportional to the champion's defense. And then you're placing a counterattack buff on this champion for 1 turn. This buff cannot be removed. At the end of this champion's turn, place a counterattack buff on them for 1 turn. And that counterattack is going to continue potentially placing that Provoke as well. Wixwell, absolutely insane. I'd give him like a 4.5, maybe even a 5 out of 5. Again, with Titus Blackplume, another insane character to be able to pull. Harima, also another insane character, probably a 4.5 or a 5 as well. Very, very good. Attacks 1 enemy, has a 50% chance of placing decrease attack debuff. Really, really good. And then for the A2, attacks 1 enemy 3 times. Really great in Fire Knight as well. Each hit decreases the target's defense by 5%, stacks up to 30%. So a little bit of a Newt mechanic there as well. Really, really nice. Attacks all enemies, places a Provoke debuff for 1 turn. So an AoE Provoke. This debuff cannot be blocked or resisted if the champion is from the Demon Spawn faction. Really, really nice. Also goes down to a 3-turn cooldown when booked. And then enemy ignore defense effects are decreased by 50%. Champions from the Demon Spawn faction cannot inflict critical hits. And then this champion cannot land weak hits on champions from the Demon Spawn faction. Really, really nice. And then we got ally resistance in arena battles. So Harima, also very, very good. Dragonbane, I haven't heard too many good things about him. I've heard he's a decent, but nothing too crazy. Maybe like a 3.5 or a 4. Mishinaki, absolutely insane. He is really, really, really good. I've heard nothing but good things about him. Decreased defense. Obviously, there's all going to be defense-based champions. He's Hex as well. And also his passive, whenever an ally attacks an enemy under Hex debuff, this champion has a 50% chance to team up and join the ally's attack. So if you're doing something like Clan Boss and you've got Hex out there all the time, which it's going to be on a 3-turn cooldown if you book it for 2 turns. Also, you got the extra decreased attack debuff for 2 turns on enemies under Hex debuffs. Like, he's going to be under... There's going to be Clan Bosses under Hex pretty much all the time, so this extra hit out of turn damage is absolutely nuts. Next up, we got Lysanthier Beastbane. Not great. I haven't heard great things about him. The Barkhorn, Feral the Barkhorn, also heard absolutely nothing about him. I don't think he's very good. Block buffs, decrease accuracy, decrease speed, not bad. Okay, got a Perfect Veil on a 4-turn cooldown, though. Nothing too crazy there. I'm not too excited about him. Ragash, also kind of not the best, not great, but not too terrible. Damage based on defense, does have a stun as well. So nothing wrong with that. And then we also have increased speed buff on all allies that places a Perfect Veil on this champion for 2 turns. Nothing wrong with that. And at the start of each turn, places a Perfect Veil buff for 1 turn on the ally with the highest attack. Nothing wrong with that. Inflicts 20% damage. This guy's better than I thought he was. He's not bad, actually. Okay, so legendaries, not too bad at all. There are a lot of good legendaries there. I'd say like Freya, Wixwell, Mishinaki. Those are kind of top tier right there. Harima, also very, very good as well. Then for the epic, Barangiri, never heard anything good about him. We got Sepulture Sentinel, we got Skull Crusher, absolute terrible. Duck the Pierced, also not great. We got Narok's Blackhorn, which was the fusion epic for, I can't remember who. I think Tholen, maybe? Yeah, I think Tholen sounds correct. Grizzled Jarl, not great as well. Hatatsu, also pretty good, actually. Seeker, very, very good. This is probably the best epic that is going to be in here. Seeker is very, very good. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times, has a 25% chance of placing a Provoke debuff for 1 turn. That does go up to 50% as well. Fills turn meter of all allies by 30%. This ability alone is absolutely insane. Also places an increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns and grants an extra turn, 3-turn cooldown. Absolutely amazing A2 there. And then the passive here, Dark Blood, heals this champion by 20% HP and places a 60% increase defense debuff on all allies for 2 turns when hit with a critical hit. So a good healer, out of turn healer when there's taking big damage, really good. And then you got the aura in arena battles as well. Nothing too crazy, but Seeker is absolutely amazing. Tyrell, we got Grush the Mangler, terrible. We got Morag Bronzelock. I do have Morag. I've heard good things about her. I have yet to build her, but I have heard very good things. Ignoring shield buffs is really nice, also because the fact that shield buffs are very big in this meta right now because of Titus Blackplume. So ignoring shield buffs is really nice. Attacks all enemies, places a 25% strengthen buff on allies for 2 turns. Nothing wrong with that. And then team up with 2 random allies to attack a single enemy. The allies joining the attack will always use their default skills. Grants an extra turn if the enemy is killed. This is pretty good for Fire Knight. Multiple multi-hitters coming out. It doesn't say who. It's just random allies, so I'm not the biggest fan of that, but still not bad. And then the passive counterattacks when hit while under a strengthen buff placed by this champion, which those strengthen buffs are coming from the good old A2 there. So not bad at all. Morag, pretty good. And then Sandlash the Survivor, not great. So all in all, epics here, we have Seeker and Morag, and that's kind of it. For the legendaries, we do have Freya, Wixwell, Mishinaki, and then obviously Newt. So all in all, these are very good shards. Do not get me wrong. The issue is they are very expensive shards. So if you look at the crystal offers here, so it does take 40 crystals to pull one of these. So you do see here $50. It's going to be $10 a pull for 5 pulls. So they are very expensive, but this is your best chance to get some S tier legendaries from this, and you are guaranteed to get one of these. Like, what, 3 out of the 8 legendaries are like S tier. I'd say 4 of them are. Harima might be a little bit lower than Wixwell and Freya, but like half of the legendaries are insanely good. Ragash is also pretty good as well. I'd give him probably like a 4 as well. But like 5 out of the 8 legendaries are very good, and then the headline is absolutely insane, obviously. The only bad thing is there's only really 2 epics that really get me excited, so you got to remember, you got a 6% chance of getting a legendary, but you got a 94% chance of getting an epic. So if you do still need Seeker or Morag Bronzelock, here, I'll move over to the other side here, then yeah, definitely you got some good epics here. But the legendaries are really going to be where it shines. But again, it's only a 4% chance to get these legendaries, 2% for Newt. But if you are close to the pity, nothing wrong with that. You could be getting close to the pity. Might want to take advantage of that. I do recommend these shards, especially with this pool. I think these are really good. You could really pull an account-changing legendary or even an account-changing epic here if you pull Seeker from this. So I would recommend these. These are very good. I would also recommend buying them either today or tomorrow. So making sure when you buy these, you can open them for the Champion Chase tournament, because remember, you have the crystal offers. I'm filming this on Wednesday. You have 1 day, 17 hours to get these, so make sure you are buying these and then waiting for the Champion Chase to put these to work and get some great champions. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you guys think about the Prism shards and the pool, and about my ratings on all the characters that are available here. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, Raiders.